The Three Sisters are a big deal. Elden Ring lore. It's not just an arbitrary zone name, and it doesn't only refer to the three towers found there. I am convinced the Three Sisters refers to three characters who were major players in the history of the Lands Between. Why? Because of Dark Souls. And some stuff in Elden Ring. Repeating themes, characters, and concepts are found throughout Demon Souls, Dark Souls, and Elden Ring. That's why if I see a heavily armored knight one-handing an implausibly large hammer, I start looking for the maiden he should be protecting. Elden Ring's Three Sisters are an iteration of the Three Sisters from Dark Souls 3, who are an iteration of the Three Sealers from Dark Souls. In Dark Souls 3, the Three Sisters were a big deal, like unlocking the only locked ending in the game level of big deal. We encounter two of them in the game, and the third is mentioned in item descriptions. They were the founders and mentors of the Sable Church of Londor, such skilled fencers that between just the three of them, they were able to establish the church. Yuria is a sorcery vendor and wears a billed mask, a helmet that resembles a crow's beak. She is the only sister we encounter who is still actively seeking a champion to become her church's Lord of Hollows. Her sister, Elfrida, has already abandoned her duty when we encounter her. And the whereabouts of the third sister, Lilianne, aren't clear. There's conflicting evidence that she may be dead or she may just be waiting to pop up in the Locked Endings cutscene. To unlock this ending, the player must acquire the ceremonial Sword of Avowal key item. It cannot be equipped as a weapon. It's used as part of a grim wedding ceremony, quite similar to Elden Ring's Fingerslayer blade required for Ranni's wedding ceremony. There are themes of sacrifice and atonement throughout the items and dialogue that reference Londor and the Three Sisters. In Dark Souls, the Three Sealers were a big deal, though they definitely were not sisters. The one we meet in New Londo is a man named Ingward. The Sealers sacrificed all of the people of New Londo, a city renowned for its culture and learning, to contain the Dark Wraiths and their abyss-tainted four kings. Two of the three have abandoned their duty by the time we arrive in New Londo, leaving only one Sealer remaining at his post. The Sealers were sorcerers who wore beaked crow-like masks. Themes of sacrifice and atonement are found throughout the items and dialogue that reference New Londo and the Three Sealers. So when I walk into a zone called Three Sisters, sitting atop the manor of a royal family of sorcerers, my eyes are open, and I'm looking for things like three in-world characters renowned for their sorcery and martial prowess who established House Caria. Abandoned duty, only one of the three remaining at their posts, and possibly encountering the other sisters as enemies. Themes of atonement and sacrifice, and allusions to crows, like how the Carian name is pronounced the same as a species of crow. I'm looking for duty to find or produce a lord, and I'm looking for their involvement in major historical events on the level of destroying an entire city to seal away their taboo power and ambition. Who are the Three Sisters? I don't think anyone can say for sure. Certainly not me, but I have some guesses. They would have to be a big deal, like world-shaping big deal, considering the state of the Eternal Cities. My pre-DLC prediction for who they are: Rinna, mother of Renala, grandmother of Ranni, making Ranni the one remaining sister via inheritance. This lady from the DLC gameplay trailer. And finally, Marika the Eternal. In the interest of making this video before the release of the DLC, I won't elaborate in detail on why these are my picks. But in short, moons. Elden Moon.